So Dricus Duplessis won submission of the year at the ESPN MMA Awards. They recently happened. Certain UFC fighters got certain awards. I wouldn't necessarily have chosen those fighters to receive those awards, but let's cover Dricus first, and I'll cover the whole Alex situation in a next video. So let's stay on Dricus. Dricus won submission of the year. Was his submission great? Yes. It was against Israel Adesanya. It happened after he had battered Izzy with like the last two punches in every blitz he executed. It was a great submission. Now, was it submission of the year? No. Submission of the year is Khamzat Chimaev's choke against Robert Whittaker. Not just because of the timing and how fast it was in the fight, but because of the damage it caused and just the overall execution of it. It wasn't fully in. It wasn't around the neck of Robert Whittaker. It was around Robert Whittaker's chin. And Khamzat managed to squeeze so damn hard that Robert Whittaker's chin, or his jaw rather, broke in three. Khamzat Chimaev broke Robert Whittaker's chin, or his jaw, in three. He broke the jaw. Khamzat broke that jaw in two places during a not fully in rear naked choke. That is the strength of Khamzat Chimaev, and that is damn well submission of the year. I mean, come on. Yes, Dricus submitted Adesanya, and I think he solely won that award. No offense to Dricus. I'm not discrediting Dricus. That submission was great. But I do think Dricus won that award simply because of who he submitted, not the execution of the submission, and not really, it doesn't really have anything to do with the submission in general. It's just the fact that he submitted Adesanya. I really think it was because of that. Nothing about that sequence was, above and beyond spectacular besides him beating Adesanya. The choke, fully in, well executed, and executed after already wobbling Adesanya after a couple punches. But I don't think there was anything quite spectacular about the submission. Like I said, it was spectacular that he beat Adesanya, but the submission in general, nothing really, spectacular about it. Khamzat, on the other hand, spectacular, okay? Like I said, looking at the submission alone, amazing. It broke another man's jaw in three. Come on. That is submission of the year, okay? Anything else is a sorry excuse. It really is. So Dricus winning submission of the year, I definitely disagree with it. I disagree with a lot of other choices that the ESPN MMA Awards chose. But, this isn't like a new thing. A lot of MMA fans have also stated in previous years that the ESPN MMA Awards vote for fighters as if they've never seen a fucking UFC fight in their life. I think it's just, some ESPN executive who purely looks at what's trending and nothing else. They don't really do an in-depth look at fights, punch by punch and rankings and anything like that. It's really just like what's trending on Twitter, and whoever's trending on Twitter, we're just gonna, let's give him a fucking trophy. So we saw Dricus beat Adesanya, give him the trophy. So, I really feel like it was the wrong selection, but again, no discredit to Dricus. Rather, congratulations, he won. It was a great submission. I would agree with it being like the runner-up, but without a doubt, I think submission of the year is absolutely Khamzat Chimaev's submission against Robert Whittaker. I think everything about it screams submission of the year, and I'm surprised that they gave it to Dricus. And there was another award selection too involving Alex Pereira. But I'll get into that in a second video because there's also a separate rant for that one. But yeah, overall, bottom line, congrats to Dricus. He's a great fighter. I think he's got like the heart of a champion, and I think that's what really sets him aside from other fighters. He's really just relentless in his drive to win. But yeah, overall, he didn't really rightfully win submission of the year. I think he purely won submission of the year just because of who he submitted and not how he submitted that person. Khamzat should have got the trophy because of how he submitted his opponent. But let me know what you think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. But most importantly, subscribe. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next.